Hey guys, welcome to the Let Me Put My Pants On podcast. I am one of your hosts. I'm the Randy of the show. I'm Jaleesa Johnson, and I'm here with
Brandon Potter
and
Katie Hinckley.
Yeah, and this is our 7th episode, guys.
Woo!
Yeah,
wow.
This is a huge milestone. It's the last episode of the year, and we got a lot to talk about, a lot to reflect on. But real quick, I want to plug some things. As always, we are partnered with Hillcrest Social, so feel free to check us out on that. It's an app on the Apple App Store and then Google Play. So yeah, whatever you're using, or if you have like a weird third-party Obama phone or something, like, you know, you can find it. And we got something coming up more live. We have a show next month, January 16th, Brandon and I will be at Martini's Above 4th.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That'll be at 8 p.m. Zoltan is headlining. If you guys don't know Zoltan, look him up. Zoltan Comedy. He's hilarious. And get those tickets. So, yeah, guys. 7th episode.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's been a crazy, 6-7 weeks that we've been...
6 episodes, right?
Yeah.
No. 6 weeks, 7 episodes? How'd
So
that
I guess
happen?
this is week 7, but since this will be our 7th episode.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so within those 6 weeks, we've had 800 plays on all our platforms out of 6 episodes. That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't think anybody would listen to us.
Honestly, I thought it was just my mom. I'm not sure if she's even listened. She could be a 801 listener.
I hope. Oh, God. But actually, I don't care. I want everybody
we do bare
to
our
listen.
souls. It's been very emotional, I think.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I meant every word I said, except all the words I had Matt edit out.
Oh, that's great.
I'm a little... I feel like it is very vulnerable. I feel like I'm like, oh God, now there's evidence of the shit that I say. Like, it's not just me at the bar, like, saying stuff.
You're in history now.
Some people have said to me that our podcast isn't really about anything, which is funny. Like, they say, like, yeah, it's really, we've had some like really cool and interesting episodes so far. Like,
You can't put us in a
from our
box.
first episode with Walks Tall to Benny to Liddy
To Russell, that was a whole
Russell
different
That was a lot.
genre.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
I like that assessment that it's a show about nothing, because technically Seinfeld was a show about nothing.
Yeah.
mean-
I like the freedom.
Yeah,
It's a show about people.
right.
Like, it's not about nothing. It's like we all are very different people living in a house, and we're interviewing people that we know, and they're all very different. So it's just like, it's a kind of like a weird experiment.
Community.
Yeah,
We all
it's
share the
like-
same shower.
Yeah, it's very intimate.
It is very
Yeah.
intimate. I've seen some...
Our butts rub against the same mold.
Oh.
We can cut that out.
We were gonna-
I didn't mean that.
We were gonna talk about some fun stories or sad stories or scary stories that we found talking about the end of the year.
The end of the
hey,
world.
none of us are addicted to meth yet due to
That's-
this podcast.
That's good.
I don't think any of us hate each other.
That's also true.
I definitely
The 7th episode was really important because we wanted to record 7 episodes before we started releasing anything, because Matt has read some statistic that if you don't make it to your 7th episode, your podcast is going to fail.
Yeah.
So we were pretty nervous about prematurely releasing episodes. But hey,
Yeah.
it's our 7th episode.
I
All we
like
got to
that.
do is record this shit and post it. And
we made it.
We made it.
We really made
We
it.
made
made it to
it.
the end of the year.
And
This is
honestly,
what it looks like when you make it.
You know what I've learned? Honestly, in the few weeks that we've done this, I've learned that even though that statistic, that article that Matt read or whatever, really didn't motivate us, we made a decision halfway through to start posting anyways, because we just felt so compelled and we felt so ready. And I think that's what we learned, is that there are no such thing as rules. That was like fake news, you know? Like, it motivated us, but like, you know, it was probably just a Russian troll trying to make us feel bad. So
Where do you guys do you guys have any aspirations for future shows? I know one thing that people have been asking me about is, are we going to start video recording our episodes, which is funny to me because we're just sitting at a table drinking and getting high. But yeah, if you want to watch us do that, we're going to start video recording these episodes. People want to see it.
Absolutely.
See us,
we'll post
us.
more pictures. We'll just try to share the experience more. Like, I mean, if you guys are interested.
We're not these big celebrities that just hide in our fancy house.
We're
in
nobodies.
fancy neighborhood.
But
I'm in a bathrobe.
Which I think is so cool. It's relatable, man. We literally just got up and we said, hey guys, we got to post something today. Let's get it together. So, like, it's real. People are busy just like us, and I think they'd appreciate seeing us whip together.
I've been on a lot of projects that were ruined due to somebody's meth addiction, so I just want to thank you.
Oh, thank you.
For not smoking, meth.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Proud of you guys.
So,
New Year's resolutions, guys.
Oh,
What's the deal? Because I like the idea of, like, not relying on a particular day to get started. However, it's coming up, so it's still pretty soon. So
it's very symbolic.
Yeah, I like the quote. It's one day or day one. Your choice. Carla was telling me about that. So basically, like, yeah, you can say January 1st, I'm going to start doing this, and since it's next week, I think that's cool. But if it's like, you know, if you're waiting for just one...
May 6th.
Yeah, you know, like if you're just waiting for a day just because it's a day.
Tuesday.
Yeah, you should get started now. I think you should get started today because, like, it's going to suck in the beginning either way. Yeah, but I love resolutions in general. Changing.
Yeah. A really big resolution for me is to be better at asking for help.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It takes a village, dude.
Like, whether it be my, eating or anxiety or something, it just...
Like mental, emotional stuff, not just creative projects.
I've always been a motherly type, which means I always want to take care of other people and put others first, which, immediately makes me feel good, but it doesn't help anything. So a big thing I think a lot of people should focus on is being able to ask for help. A lot of people are so scared to ask for help. They'll offer it all the time,
for sure.
but they won't ask.
That's really important.
That's a good one. It's hard to ask for help sometimes. A lot of times people's pride get in the way. I don't know when my voice cracked. It's not my pride.
Because you're getting emotional, man.
Yeah, there's a little twinge right there. Yeah. It's okay. Mine did too.
So all my resolutions are pretty superficial. Well, maybe not all of them. I guess first and foremost, I feel silly saying this, but I want a boyfriend. I've been single for like over 3.5 years, and I can't keep talking about my last ex-boyfriend in my comedy.
It's getting creepy, bro.
Yeah, sometimes I've resorted to calling him on stage.
Aww.
It's the only time he'll talk to me.
It's so sad and cute. You know what, Brandon?
Hey,
I want you to get a boyfriend.
Yeah, I've been thinking about what my perfect boyfriend would be like. Maybe you guys can have some suggestions for me.
Yeah.
So I guess the perfect boyfriend for me is he'd be a big fan of my comedy, but more importantly, he'd have a big dick.
Yeah.
Ooh, big fan, big dick. Guys, put the word out. # big fan, big dick. We got to give Brandon a boyfriend. What else?
I'm sorry, you got to put up with my stupid fucking comedy shows, but hey, we can have sex after the show.
That's beautiful,
There you
man.
go.
That's a good pitch. That should be your grinder bio.
Nothing cleans me out more than being nervous for like a comedy show. I don't know
Right?
if you still get nervous, Jaleesa, but like
I haven't
when I
had
have
sex
a big
right
show,
before a show.
I don't have sex before a show, but I like having sex after a show.
Oh, yeah. That, like a celebratory or a pity fuck if you bombed.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
adrenaline that
I'll
comes
take
from
it
the
in.
show gets me
When
really
I know
wet.
I'm doing a good show that I want to be good on, like, I mean, I've been doing it for over 4 years, and my stomach will be in knots. Like, I can't even eat the whole day.
I like to shit before a show.
Me too. Yeah, I can't. I
can't
won't
have
eat.
any shit
I
in
will
me
shit
on
my
stage.
brains out. Like,
We should call a show the shit show.
I've been douching more for comedy shows than fucking hookups.
That's what's up.
You know, most guys these days don't even care if you douche anymore. Like, those guys are nasty.
At least you're doing shit. That's not good enough. That's not smooth enough.
Well, shit on my dick.
slid it in there.
I tried, because there's the whole don't do shit, and I was like, let me try to spin it. No, I'm a hack, guys.
Sorry, I don't know how my resolution got to anal douching, but
Big dick.
okay, so another resolution. I got a couple. Sorry, I'm not trying to take up the whole show.
No worries.
Okay, so I want to start up another comedy show in Hillcrest.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people miss the #1 show. I miss it. I feel like I needed to give that some time. Like Hillcrest is kind of a small neighborhood.
Yeah.
And there's other places in the number one, obviously, but I feel like I needed to let some time pass by that. And
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the one you're starting up at Martini's.
Oh,
and I'm
it's
excited to be on the
great.
first
Oh,
one.
I'm
That
so
show is going to be so
excited.
good.
So
But
excited for Martini.
The whole time, like, I was doing a show at number one, like, there doesn't have to be just one comedy show in Hillcrest. Like,
Yeah, there can be many.
yeah.
Free, ticketed, outdoor, indoor. Like,
Yeah.
we can pretty much just, like, scout the whole neighborhood.
And the reason why I like it so much is because, you know, the comedy scene, it's pretty white and it's pretty cisgender, straight, all that, which isn't always bad. Most of the time it is. But there can be more. There's room for more.
There's always room for more. And a lot of people, I think, are not necessarily afraid of doing shows in Hillcrest, but, like, maybe they just don't have the connections. And I feel like we could actually put something together that would be pretty sweet. Like, I feel like the whole point is that there are more opportunities, and even we aren't taking advantage of them. And we know about them.
And just because the shows are in Hillcrest doesn't mean they are just solely like they got the gay spin on it or whatever. Because
Gay
like
exclusive.
all the shows we've done in like Hillcrest are gayborhood. If you don't know, it's where all the gays like to hang out. We still book straight comics. It's just nice to go to a comedy show where you're not watching 8 straight people say faggot 10
Exactly.
times.
Yeah.
That's one of the best parts about.
Let gay people say faggot if we're gonna say faggot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's
You don't
equality,
say
bro.
that word if you're straight. I'm sick of like, straight people. All are the straight comics. There's so many that like have these jokes about like being gay or sucking dick.
Right.
Or,
A lot of their punchlines is "I'm
Yeah.
gay" at the end, which is their prerogative.
It's
I
fun-
think
yeah.
it can still be very funny. And the idea of equality is that if you can say faggot, so can they. But then there's like the hatred behind it. Like maybe if there's not hatred for straight people the way there is for gay people. So when it comes to
I don't
faggot
know.
or nigger, well, I mean, in this house, I guess it's disproportionate.
I should joke about being straight and how stupid it is.
There you
Might
go.
sound like I'm straight.
You'll get a lot of
bashing, but-
backlash because, I mean, thankfully you'll get backlash now from just shitting on anyone. That's the great thing about, like, 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not okay
I guess
to
I want them to see my point of view.
You can do
Honestly, I want them to book me on their shows.
And most of all,
If you want to talk about gay shit, book a gay guy or a gay person on your show. That's all I
Yeah.
ask. You can talk about gay stuff, but don't only book straight people on your fucking shows. That's all I got to say about that. I mean,
I respect that, Brandon. I respect that, man. All right, guys.
let's move on.
No, I think we had some interesting news things we wanted to talk about as well. So I just wanted to very quickly say that I'm so glad we all got to go to the movies the other day and see Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I was asleep during 90% of it.
Oh,
But,
no.
Yeah, that's what you couldn't even tell, could you? I'm so good at that. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm watching.
It was comfortable. We
It
were
was
in the
so-
like fancy leather chairs.
Well,
that
and
were
the,
fine.
the Dolby sound, like
It was really
vibrating
cool.
and,
I
like-
fell asleep to the rocking, and also I was just really late at night.
It
It was Christmas. We went
Is
on
it the
Christmas.
sound that would vibrate us, or did
Yeah.
the chairs vibrate?
I think
No.
it was. I don't know. Maybe
So-
both. Maybe like one of those like 4D experiences. But the movie itself, I just wanted to say, I know so many of you guys loved it. I was bored. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. It's kind of my fault. I wanted to see Jumanji. I think Jumanji would have been cool in Dolby, but I was just glad to see it with you guys. I think that was the best
Oh,
part. Is
God.
just spending
So it
Christmas
was-
with you guys.
Oh yeah, I had fun hanging out with all you guys too.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's kind of rare when all of us hang out together outside of the house.
Yeah.
Usually
Yeah.
it's here at this table.
This
We all get
podcast,
together.
it brings
This
us
podcast
together.
brings
Yeah.
together. We're very busy lately. But yeah, it was Katie and Matt and I. We had already seen it once before. We wanted to see it again.
And you liked it even a second time,
I
right?
loved it.
I'm glad you guys did. I am.
I have mixed feelings, but I still like it.
Okay.
There I would say there were some things that I was kind of like, meh.
But you still love the franchise and the idea of the whole thing so much.
It was a really big part of my childhood. Like
That's
my dad
awesome,
raised
yeah.
me on the VHS of like the original 3.
My
and then,
ex lived by this.
and he would always like if I was a good kid, he would like take me out of school so I could do the midnight premiere.
That's awesome.
And like I would like dress up and have a lightsaber, and like, you know, I was like a huge nerd, and so it was always exciting, even if it wasn't artistically good.
Exactly.
It was exciting.
As an outsider, all I was looking for was a movie that I could like get into, but I think there were just too many elements that were sentimental to the true fans, and that's fine.
The fan theories like get out of hand because
Totally.
we have everybody. It's all about instant gratification lately, which, you know, I'm the same way. But since The Force Awakens, we've spent 2 years like theorizing what's going to happen in this movie, and really none of them came true. So I was like, I read a lot of the theories, and I had my own theories.
Yeah. But, it just seemed like a waste of time.
It can get, like, but I still like. I can still try to look past that. Like, it's a beautiful movie. Like, I love whatever you call it, the CGI. It's just gorgeous.
Absolutely,
I don't want to say
that was the coolest
but...
part. You know, the going through time and all that. Like, you know, driving at the, what do they call it? Driving at the speed of light. Like, what are they?
Warp drive.
Warp drive. Yeah.
Lightspeed. The hyperdrive. Hyperdrive. I got Star Trek and on
a cinematography level, like, that was beautiful. Like the explosions in space that didn't make any, like, you know, physical sense. Like, that was really cool.
Well,
see, there's no sound in space stuff.
Yeah.
But actually, I have something about that because there is a scene in the movie where there's basically 10 seconds of silence to replicate the vacuum of space. And there was actually multiple theaters now who had to post a warning to let people know that it was not a malfunction. It was an artistic tool.
That's really cool. Staying true to the the physics of it all.
I think it's stupid that people don't realize that at that exact
I was
moment
asleep during that time.
Yeah, so,
my bad.
but
should we do an episode like behind the
you know what, Katie?
the
I actually
nature
think
of sound.
Yeah,
First of all, you need an atmosphere. You know, okay. What were we saying,
No, I dig it. Your passion, though, like, you're the kind of person that could flip someone like me who was bored and fell asleep to actually wanting to watch it again and be like, "Ooh, I gotta find that scene," or I gotta look out for that.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that scene was great. I thought that the multitudes of strong leading women in the movie were great. There were so many more women in this movie than the other movies.
See, absolutely, I noticed that too.
I was really excited.
One of my problems with some of the women characters, I love all the strong women on the screen, but Holdo, the bitch with the purple hair, I hated her.
I hated her too.
Her character was so unnecessary. We didn't need her at all. And then the new Asian chick, you know, her character's cute and I like her and she's real likable, but I just feel like her character was shoehorned into this movie because Disney's like, diversity, which I love. I really do love that.
But you gotta start somewhere.
They needed to make her character better. Like, they're like trying to force this love triangle with that Asian chick.
Like, if you wrote a fan fiction, that would be your Finn edit.
Finn. I'm sorry.
I
just
love
forgot
it,
his name.
I love it, man.
Finn and Rey.
Yeah. Why isn't he a Jedi?
Okay. Wow. Well,
well, let's take another 30 minutes.
Yeah, we need to go into that.
Guys.
Let's put a pin in this, you guys. Good shit.
Is Mace Windu his father?
Hey, we will definitely talk more about Star Wars when they make another movie in 6 months.
All right.
So
we gotta move on.
Let's talk about some news.
Yeah. What's in the news, Katie?
Well, I found out something pretty interesting this morning. I don't know if y'all remember the Cash Me Outside girl.
Oh, yeah.
From 2016.
How about that?
Yeah. How about that? Yeah, I was always really, I mean, get it, girl. But I was just like, that's a very, I didn't like her.
I didn't
like her.
What do you not like about her?
I thought she was obnoxious. I thought that, you know, she was brought on to Dr. Phil because, and I quote, the episode name was, "I want to give up my car-stealing, knife-wielding, twerking 13-year-old daughter who tried to frame me for a crime." That is her mother saying that.
That's tough. They probably come from a rough background.
She sounds like a badass, man.
She is a badass, and she's 14, and she became the youngest female rap artist to get on the top 100 Billboard hits, which is very inspiring.
Good for her, yeah. Because a lot of people come from rough backgrounds and they make it. And even if she is weird right now, she might end up growing up and having enough money to do good and be better.
And that's exactly, I think, what she did. Like, she was all part of the crazy 2016 dumpster fire that was like, Cash Me Outside making tons of money because she's like
we
crazy.
We all heard about
and
it.
Trump and all this stuff.
Exactly.
And now, you know, she's on probation right now, but she's still been making royalties. And she ended up giving her mom for Christmas, paying off her mortgage.
Oh, snap, dude.
And this is the same mom who was going to give her up because her daughter tried to frame her for a crime.
That's an amazing outcome. Yeah.
I think it's a really cool big circle. And I you know, it just kind of like, I went to Uplifting News online and I just wanted to feel something good had come out of 2017.
That is really cool.
You know, the Cash Me Surprise, she did something great.
No, that gives me so much hope for 2018. That's a great story. And, you know, the thing about her, it's like, yeah, she was dumb, but fuck, did the internet love to hate that stupid girl, you know?
And she's so many
people
people
forget
together.
she's a little girl.
Yeah.
And we talk about all this anti-bullying bullshit, but we want to bully a little girl because she talks weird or, you know, she's got a bad life. Like, obviously she has a bad life.
Yeah.
So I hope people remember that when they want to, like, hate a little girl and then in the same breath talk about anti-bullying.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Brandon. And I think we're all a little part of the problem. But I think, generally speaking, this is a good example. I'm glad that she's able to withstand all the hatred that she's getting long enough to be able to reap the rewards. Because that's a big part of being in the entertainment business, is just being able to take so much criticism. And with good criticism comes a lot of bad criticism. It's just easier. People express their negative views so much more freely than their positive ones
100%.
because it's just so much more red hot passion that comes with negativity than with positivity. So
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Anger gets me motivated.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
good passion is exciting, but you don't always share it the way you share like, fuck that guy, you know, like
Yeah,
it's just not the same kind
it's
of
much-
like, ugh.
It's much easier to commiserate than to relate.
Something about it.
Like,
It's our human
misery
nature.
is our
I'm guilty of it. I
Yeah.
think we all could find examples in our own lives, but generally speaking, I think that is a positive spin on some sad shit. Like she came out with some weird music. We all made fun of her. Her mom wanted to disown her. Turns out that music made her a lot of money. She bought her mom a house.
Fuck Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I don't really
I don't
like
like him. I never did.
His mustache creeps me out.
Let's get into our hatred for Dr. Phil in another episode.
We can bully that asshole.
I think we can talk a lot about that because I think Oprah is a great example of someone who does that job well. And then there are people that exploit. And Jerry Springer, yeah, man.
Oh, no, Maury Povich, dude.
Oh,
He's
man.
making a
Oh, yeah,
shiny
the
dime
Maury
off
So
the
much
black
money.
community.
But at the same time, if we can look into what they're doing with that money, and it
All
might
he
make us
does
feel better.
is those "You Are Not the Father" episodes now. Like, that took over his whole show.
But some people want to know, like, you know how we make fun of like black people not having fathers? Think how special that show is to so many black kids who find out
They're like,
that it's their
someday.
father.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He's probably actually doing
There's
like
gotta be a
more
better way.
family reunions.
Does it have to
And
be on
so
TV?
reunions?
Well, did I miss?
It's okay.
Guys, we've been drinking mimosa. Shout out to
The shit staged. Like,
Andre?
they
Can we
gotta-
get a sponsorship from Andre
Andre?
California Champagne? Because this is $4.99 plus tax that I can't always afford. So
I just imagine the producers like telling me, "Yeah, just get real upset and run off stage. Yeah, run off stage." Like,
yeah, do a moonwalk when you find out that
yeah.
this kid's an orphan now. I
Can
don't
you
know.
imagine like having an audition to like find out who your baby daddy is? Like, you got to audition to be on the Maury Povich show now.
I had someone actually, an old comedic friend, he was a comedian, and he asked me to be on Jerry Springer, on Maury with him. He wanted me and Carla to like pretend, because it's all fake. It's for the most part.
I hope so.
He was like, hey, yeah, you guys pretend that like I'm with you and then you're cheating on me with her. And I'm like, our relationship is not a joke, but also how much does it pay? Like, no, we didn't do it.
All right, so I got a news story for you guys. You guys might find this interesting. I read today, so Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are getting married on May 19th.
Yeah.
I think she's from, I don't know much about her, but I know
She's
they're talking about a lot because one, like Prince Harry's the hottest ginger in the world. Two, like he's kind of bisexual. Like he kind of mentioned he was open to dating guys before.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That
And
makes
so
him so much hotter.
I think
yeah.
I think Meghan Markle's like half black or something. So there's never really been
And she's American,
a
right?
non-white person. I think she's from New York. See, I don't even know much about. I don't want to talk about her. I only care about Prince Harry. So the story I was talking about, though, apparently the Obamas are good friends with the royal family, especially like Prince Harry. Like they've done a lot of stuff together.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, and they want to invite Obama to the wedding, but obviously they don't want to invite Trump. Like,
right.
Yeah. So the British government is like worried. They're like voting on whether or not they're going to allow Prince Harry to invite the Obamas because they're worried since the Queen hasn't met Trump yet.
Okay.
And the government is worried it might upset Trump if his predecessor is invited to the royal wedding.
And he's
when
not.
he hasn't even met the Queen yet.
You know what? Trump should know that he's got a lot of haters. And it's so mind-blowing to me that when he has haters, he's just like astounded. He's like, how do so many people not like me? Like, come on, he made his bed. He should just like accept that. Just like he doesn't show up to those state dinners and those correspondence dinners. He can accept that someone doesn't want him to show up at something. Like, I wouldn't show up at someone's event where they hated me. Like, if it's their event, like that's just rude.
Yeah, I hate talking about that fat slut, but he's just tacky. And
hey, bullying is not okay.
We
Brandon.
can bully that fat slut. Like, look at his gross body. It's disgusting.
God.
But
anyways,
he wants to dish it, but he can't take it. Like, I just think it's interesting that
I know
he's making it
person.
difficult for Obama to go to a fucking wedding.
It's petty, but he is petty, and we know it. And you're right. I think it is newsworthy. So I'm glad you brought it
up. It's interesting because if the British Prime Minister, if they decide that it's a bad idea, if I think her name's Theresa May, the British Prime Minister, if she tells the Queen that Obama can't come to the wedding, then there's nothing they can do because, Prince Harry, he's a prince. He's not a commoner, and they have to do what they say.
Exactly.
Isn't that weird? Like, you're a prince, but, like, you don't have, like, control.
It's weird that humans have any sense of royalty. Like, we're just, like, a bunch of, like, bacteria on a planet or something. It's so fucking... Sorry. I just smoked a huge bong rip, and I'm, like, talking into a microphone immediately. No, I think it's really funny that, like, we live in a country where we don't have royalty, but they do, and we have to accommodate their royalty. That's really funny to me.
Their royalty is a part of a figurehead thing that's controlled by the ministry.
It's very tied to the government. So you're right. It's also very funny that it's like a blood-based thing when we're Democrats. So, like, or I'm sorry, democracy, not the same thing. We're in a democracy. Yeah, it's Democratic Republic. And then I think Prince Harry is awesome, though. I think he should invite Obama. He's sexy as fuck.
Didn't he dress up as like a Nazi like 10 years ago at a Halloween
know.
party?
He dressed up as Hitler at a Halloween party.
Okay.
I was
the
not just
Nazi.
any Nazi, the Nazi.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just looked this up. So the Queen, she's been in reign in England for, I think, 60 years now. Mm-hmm. She has met, I thought it was 7. She has met 12, well, okay. It says she has seen 12 American presidents.
Wow.
And let me see how many she's met. And she's met all of them.
Except for Trump.
Okay.
How do we know when she met those presidents? Like, was it within the first 6 months of their presidency, or was it?
Good point. Yeah, he's got 3 more years to go. Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
Okay, sorry, I take it back. Fact check. She's met all of them except Lyndon B. Johnson, who took office after JFK was assassinated.
Oh, okay. That makes me
think. So she's met 11 sitting presidents. I think usually within the first year, a lot of the presidents go on like a tour.
He did. He
went
to...
So interesting facts. She had... it's the Queen and the Obamas are good friends.
Yeah.
She has met Obama more than any other president. I think it's kind of interesting.
I think that's really cool.
I don't know why I like the Queen. I guess I've been watching The Crown a lot. And I have a lot more respect for British monarchy.
Fridge,
so. Yeah.
Shout out to the Queen if you ever want to come on the podcast.
Long live the Queen.
Yeah,
I respect you, okay?
I
hope you're listening to my podcast.
I want to mention something too before we wrap this up. I know we all got shit to do, but can we talk about the fact that, like, Apple just admitted to slowing down our iPhones? Because we use these things every day. I know there's some Android listeners out there. Say. Don't worry, we'll get you on Google Play. So we're working on that. But we also like. It's just so weird that we knew this was something they would do. Like, we knew the corporations were sketchy, and we knew, Steve Jobs was a weird guy. But them admitting it just makes me think that this is better, right? It's better to have proof. It's better to know when someone's fucking you over. And the best way to get around that, I think we discussed off mic, was switch your Apple battery, right? That's what you were saying,
Well,
Matt?
I think Matt was telling us that the reason that older phones, which, by the way, that's all fucking bullshit, I guess it makes sense because when the phones come out and they're brand new, they're so great. They're like powerful computers, so it is kind of weird that we have to replace them like every year and a half to 2 years. It's a luxury,
because, this is like the first 100 years of this kind of technology, so there's rules that we don't expect to have, but there's no precedent. So it's like, I guess they just want to make them new because that's how quickly things evolve. So we kind of have to just evolve with the times.
So what they're saying is, or what Matt told us, is that the batteries deteriorate over time, and so the phone slows down so it doesn't randomly like shut off, things like that.
It's not
like less
really
battery
intentional,
power.
I guess. Is that?
I don't know if I believe it though. I trust no one right now.
Well, either way, switch your battery.
Yeah,
like you can't switch your battery in an iPhone.
Why not?
Isn't it all?
Go to someone who works with iPhones, because they have the tools for it.
They're all
special.
Am I correct or no?
You can replace your battery in an iPhone. You probably can't unless you have some tools that you can buy online for pretty cheap.
So it is possible, but it's very difficult.
Well, no, you could do it yourself, but the point is that the battery isn't removable. So you're going to have to disassemble the phone in order to replace that battery.
So it's not like where we used to have like Samsungs, you could just slip off the back, take out the battery.
Exactly.
It's never like that. It's you have to completely disassemble the phone and replace the battery itself, which most people, they just see their Facebook not loading and are like, fuck this, I'm going to get the new $1,000 iPhone.
But instead, you could replace it for about $40 at...
You're resourceful.
No.
How much does it cost
at an
to
Apple
replace the
store?
battery?
Okay. I don't know exactly how much, but I'm gonna plug a place right now.
Dude,
I know the guy. SD Fix It.
SD Fix It.
SD Fix It in Claremont Mesa or Oceanside. Yeah, they're...
How much? Really? $40?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I can't tell you. Don't quote me.
Well, to fix
get
like
a quote
a cracked
from them.
screen is like $60.
I get my shit fixed all the time.
Yeah, well, if that's all it takes is to replace the battery, then I would rather do that than get a new phone. But usually, like, I drop my phone in a toilet before I need to replace the battery, I don't have that problem.
Stop taking nudes in the bathroom, Brandon. Jesus.
This is the best lighting.
Yeah.
It is.
Good shit. All right, guys, we got to nerd out a little bit.
That was great.
And by the way, getting on Google Play has been Jaleesa's job.
I'm so sorry.
She kind of dropped the ball, but we are on Stitcher. Whatever.
We're on Stitcher, guys.
I've never heard about Stitcher until you told me about
Matt, you know Stitcher, right? Yeah, some people
Matt,
just listen. So, guys, yes, we're on Stitcher. We haven't even announced it yet because Brandon doesn't appreciate what I do.
I'm sorry. Watch Stitcher be the thing that makes us, and everybody will Stitcher will hate me now.
Yes.
I have nothing
Thank me later.
Stitcher. Okay.
No, I think Google Play would be a great addition, guys. So I'm gonna make sure we get on top of that.
Jalise and I will work on getting that because I am the Android user in the house. So I guess it really should be my responsibility since I'm the only one who fucking cares.
Don't beat yourself up.
All right, guys. So we're about halfway through season 1. What do you want to do for the new year? I know we kind of already talked about it a little bit, but we want to start recording videos. I know that's something our listeners want from us.
Yeah.
Another thing I'd like to do, I want to start seeing some live shows. We're partners with Hillcrest Social now, like maybe one of their venues or something. We could do a live
that'd
show.
be great. We want to do more with martinis. Maybe we can do something there.
That would be awesome.
And, I would really like to do some sort of like live Facebook, live Twitter situation.
Ooh.
Where like we record a video and we schedule it with all of our followers and we
That's
have a topic
idea.
and have them like come in and maybe do it on a delay of 10 minutes so we can process all the entries. And
that sounds good.
Shout out to our...
easy to do, too. All we gotta do is just set up an iPhone somewhere.
Yeah. We could do all of those things, actually.
I would love, by the end of January, to have some sort of live feed event.
I think we can combine everything we just said. What was yours again, Brandon?
We'll just record shows in general to post to correspond
videos.
with our episodes of videos, and then just doing live shows.
Videos, live shows. Actually, I don't think I said mine, but you said like a Facebook live engagement thing. Those two go hand in hand. Honestly, I would like to have an online presence where people can see what we're doing on a weekly basis with the podcast and a monthly basis with a show, some kind of like interactive live local show.
Oh, I love it.
And all in between, I want us to do more sketches.
I want that too, more sketches.
Yeah.
Dude, how many ways can we expose ourselves? I feel like there's just a fine line between...
It's never ending, man. Yeah.
It's just showing my asshole. I don't know.
Hey, show that ham hole.
That ham hole, though.
Back to my
we get some funny stuff coming out, though. Brandon's got a sketch coming out. We got some funny stuff.
So, here's a few shout-outs. So, the first shout-out I'm on a show, you may remember Russell Brock from a previous episode we did.
Yeah.
Me and him, and actually Ariel Conversi too. The three of us used to host the number one show.
Nice.
So if you miss us at number one, this is a great chance to see us back together again. It's going to be on January 4th at the La Jolla Comedy Store.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, if you go to thecomedystore.com and look up the event, you can request up to 4 free tickets with promo code SAVAGES.
Nice.
Savages.
Yeah, and it's just a 2-drink minimum once you get there. So, I mean, that's easy to do, right? So, something that me and you are on, Jaleesa.
Oh, that's probably what I was going to say.
We are the funniest person competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the 7th annual Madhouse funniest person competition. It is round 3 right now. We're in the round 3 right now.
Get into the thick of it, man.
Dude, Jaleesa, I've been in a lot of competitions, and up until recently, I've never made it past round 1 before. So, and we're in round 3, and the competition is fierce now. Like, I'm actually, like, the first round, I was like, I got this. But now it's like, I don't know if I could move further anymore.
Do you remember who's in your round?
I think I'm up against like Ryan Hicks, Vincent.
I got Ryan
all the good
Shores.
ones.
Yeah, I got. The thing is, in the San Diego comedy scene, there are some pretty good heavy hitters for those who don't know. And yeah, it's getting pretty.
It's gonna be intense, a really challenging show.
But the dates.
So the dates. So the one I'm on, Jaleesa. So January 8th. Will be my round 3.
Right.
And if you want to see Jaleesa Johnson, she's on
January 29th. Yeah. And like we said, but it is pretty stiff competition, so it'll be a great show whether we win or lose. So you guys should come out.
I really want to win.
I want to win too, but you know what? Like, honestly, we're down to like...
What if we both lose and don't advance? That'd suck.
Well, at least we'll have the Let Me Put My Pants On podcast.
To fall back on. Hey,
always.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for listening. This has been oh, fuck, Brandon. You're a busy man. All right.
Well, just another shout out to our Martini show. I want to remind everybody because I am so excited about that one.
It's the day after Martin Luther King Jr. Day, MLK Day, guys. January 16th, Martinis, 8 p.m. Tickets are online at martinisabovefourth.com. The website is actually like MA4. It's not easy to say, but you can Google it.
I have it actually.
Google is your friend.
M as in it is convoluted. MA4SD.com.
It's like a network password, but you can. Yeah, it's easy to find them on Google.
Martinis
check it out.
Above Fourth.
I also have a show tomorrow night in LA at Flappers.
What?
Yeah, Thirsty Thursdays, bro. We're thirsty for stage time, so I'm gonna go there to not get paid.
What time tomorrow?
It's probably 8 o'clock.
Oh.
If you ask me, I would say 8 o'clock. I would really be more prepared if I took my career more seriously. I'm a hack, guys. What can I say? I just show up, I tell some slavery jokes, I dip out. I'm really excited. I'll post on. Check out our Let Me Put My Pants On Facebook group. We'll or page. We should get a group. We don't have any fans. We'll
Just more exposure.
whatever it takes. We'll be our own fans.
I would do anything.
Yeah, we should post our shows there. So guys, if you missed anything or you want to see what's coming up that we haven't said,
Some shows.
we'll post it all there. Yeah, and we're gonna get a website going real soon.
We got a lot going on. You know, I'm proud of us. I'm looking forward to 2018. We got all these shows. Like,
Yeah.
this is our 7th episode.
Yeah.
We're almost done with season 1. Like, and we got a lot of exciting things happening. Like, we got these cool partnerships with like Hillcrest Social. I can't wait to like start recording and doing live shows and doing more sketches.
Yes.
Hello.
Dude.
Yeah,
Hell
we
yeah.
need to do more sketches. I need to be another wigged up lady.
I know how to sew now. Like, not
We can make
good,
some
but
motherfucking costumes.
hey, if Jaleesa ever wants to dress up as a slave again, I got your outfit.
I am always available to dress up as anything for money
Wow.
or for stage time. Hey guys, do you guys want to end on a song?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That is it for episode 7. Thank you so much for tuning into this weekly show, and thanks for 800 downloads. If you're a fan, please consider subscribing on iTunes and finding us on Facebook. Don't forget to leave a review in the form of a haiku. I'm your producer, Matt McCoy. Your hosts are Brandon Potter, Lisa Johnson, and Katie Hingley. Let Me Put My Pants On is recorded in University Heights, San Diego. We will be back in 1 week.